Welcome to part 2 of our series, Bound by Destiny, the Love Chronicle of Nailah and Kiano. In the first video, we introduced Nailah and Kiano, two young souls living in a vibrant Masai village. Nailah, with dreams of becoming a healer like her grandmother, and Kiano, aspiring to be a great warrior, met during a traditional ceremony. Their initial interaction sparked a connection that hinted at a beautiful journey ahead. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, we highly recommend you do so to fully understand their story from the beginning. In this second part, we delve deeper into Nailah and Kiano's growing relationship. As they spend more time together, sharing their dreams and aspirations, their bond strengthens amidst the rich traditions of the Masai culture. However, challenges soon arise, testing the strength of their love. From family expectations to societal norms, Nailah and Kiano must navigate through these obstacles with courage and determination. Join us as we continue their journey, exploring the beauty and trials of their blossoming love. Nailah and Kiano woke up early. The sun was just rising over the hills. They met by the big tree in the village center. Nailah smiled, and Kiano's heart felt warm. They decided to walk to the river. Along the way, they talked about their dreams. Nailah wanted to be a healer like her grandmother. Kiano dreamed of becoming a great warrior. They laughed and shared stories. The morning was bright, and their bond grew stronger. The river sparkled in the sunlight, and they knew this day was special. As they walked, Nailah pointed out different plants and explained their healing properties. Kiano listened intently, fascinated by her knowledge. He admired her passion and determination. Nailah felt happy to share her world with him. At the river, they sat on a large rock, watching the water flow. Kiano picked up a smooth pebble and handed it to Nailah. "A small gift," he said. Nailah smiled and kept the pebble as a reminder of their special morning. They felt a deep connection, knowing their dreams were becoming intertwined. Nailah and Kiano joined the elders in the village square. Today, they would learn about their people's traditions. An elder told them stories about brave warriors and wise healers. Nailah listened carefully, her eyes shining with interest. Kiano watched, fascinated by the tales. They practiced traditional dances and songs. Nailah's movements were graceful, while Kiano's voice was strong. They felt proud of their culture. The elders smiled, seeing their passion. Nailah and Kiano knew these traditions were important, and they wanted to keep them alive. The elder showed them how to make traditional beadwork. Nailah's fingers worked swiftly, creating beautiful patterns. Kiano tried his best, though his hands were more used to holding a spear. They laughed and helped each other. The elder praised their efforts, saying they were the future of their culture. Nailah and Kiano felt honored. They promised to always cherish their heritage. The day was filled with learning and joy. As the sun set, they felt a deep sense of belonging to their community and each other. In the afternoon, Nailah and Kiano sat under a shady tree. They talked about their future. Nailah imagined herself helping people, curing their illnesses. Kiano dreamed of protecting the village from dangers. They encouraged each other, believing in their dreams. Nailah shared her hopes of finding special herbs in the forest. Kiano promised to train hard to become a strong warrior. They made a pact to support each other no matter what. The day felt full of possibilities, and their friendship grew deeper. As they talked, they made plans for the future. Nailah described the clinic she wanted to build, with shelves full of healing herbs. Kiano imagined leading the warriors in protecting their village. They felt excited and inspired. They promised to always be there for each other. Nailah took out a small notebook and started drawing her dream clinic. Kiano looked at her drawings, feeling proud of her vision. They laughed and shared ideas, feeling like anything was possible. Their dreams were now shared, making their bond even stronger. As the sun set, Nailah and Kiano faced their first challenge. Nailah's parents called her home. They had found a suitor for her. Nailah's heart sank. She didn't want to marry someone else. She ran to Kiano, tears in her eyes. Kiano held her hand, feeling her pain. He promised to stand by her. They knew this was only the beginning of their troubles. But together, they felt stronger. They watched the stars, hoping for a way to overcome this challenge. Kiano suggested they talk to Nailah's parents together. Nailah felt scared but agreed. They walked to her home, holding hands tightly. Her parents were surprised to see them together. Kiano spoke respectfully, explaining their love and dreams. Nailah's parents listened but remained firm in their decision. Nailah felt a mix of hope and fear. Kiano stayed calm, reassuring her with his presence. They left, feeling uncertain but determined. They knew they had to find a way to convince her parents. Their love was strong, and they wouldn't give up. The next day, Nailah and Kiano met a new friend, Amani. She was a traveler from another village. Amani loved to tell stories about her journeys. She listened to Nailah and Kiano's troubles and offered advice. "Follow your hearts," she said. "True love can overcome any obstacle." Nailah and Kiano felt hopeful. Amani taught them new ways to communicate and solve problems. They were grateful for her wisdom. With a new friend by their side, they felt ready to face the challenges ahead. Amani showed them different ways to approach their problem. She suggested they seek support from others in the village. Nailah and Kiano decided to talk to their friends and allies. They shared their story, and many people were touched. Some offered to speak to Nailah's parents on their behalf. Amani's advice gave them courage. They felt a growing sense of community support. Nailah and Kiano thanked Amani for her help. With her guidance, they felt more confident in their fight for love. They knew they weren't alone. Kiano invited Nailah to join him in his warrior training. She agreed, excited to learn new skills. They practiced running, jumping, and climbing. Nailah was fast, and Kiano was strong. They encouraged each other, laughing and having fun. Training together made them feel closer. Kiano admired Nailah's determination. Nailah was impressed by Kiano's strength. They felt unstoppable. Each day, they grew more confident. They believed they could overcome any challenge if they worked together. In the evenings, they practiced using wooden spears. Kiano showed Nailah different techniques. She was a quick learner. They sparred playfully, cheering each other on. Training became their special time together. It was a way to forget their worries and focus on their bond. Nailah felt stronger and more capable. Kiano felt proud of their progress. They knew these skills would help them face any challenges. Their bond grew with each training session. They felt ready for whatever came next. Nailah's family was strict about her suitor. She felt trapped. One night, she sneaked out to meet Kiano. They met by the river, under the moonlight. Nailah shared her worries. Kiano listened carefully. He held her hand and promised to find a solution. They decided to meet secretly whenever they could. These secret meetings gave them hope. They felt connected and loved. The river became their special place, where they could be themselves. The moonlight reflected their dreams and their bond. During their secret meetings, they made plans to overcome their challenges. Nailah suggested they gather more support from the village. Kiano agreed, thinking of people who could help. They whispered their hopes and fears, feeling closer with each word. The river's gentle sound soothed them. They felt brave and determined. Each meeting strengthened their resolve. They knew they had to be patient and wise. Their love was worth fighting for. As they parted, they promised to meet again soon, feeling stronger together. One day, Nailah's suitor, Mosi, came to the village. He was strong and proud. He didn't like Kiano. Mosi challenged Kiano to a contest. The village gathered to watch. Kiano felt nervous but determined. He wanted to prove his love for Nailah. They competed in running, wrestling, and archery. Kiano tried his best, but Mosi was skilled. Nailah watched, her heart pounding. She believed in Kiano. The contest was tough, but Kiano's spirit shone through. The village saw his courage. Despite Mosi's skills, Kiano didn't give up. He pushed himself harder, fueled by his love for Nailah. The villagers cheered for both competitors. Kiano's determination impressed everyone. Nailah's parents watched closely, noticing Kiano's bravery. Nailah prayed silently, hoping for Kiano's victory. In the end, the contest was close. Mosi won some rounds, but Kiano's effort was undeniable. The villagers respected his spirit. Kiano felt proud of his performance. Nailah ran to him, giving him a hug. They felt hopeful, knowing their love was strong. After the contest, Nailah and Kiano felt uncertain. They needed advice. They went to see the village elder, Omari. Omari was wise and kind. He listened to their story. True love is powerful, he said. But you must be patient and wise. Omari gave them advice on how to handle their challenges. He told them to stay strong and support each other. Nailah and Kiano felt reassured. They thanked Omari and promised to follow his guidance. They left with new hope. Omari shared stories of couples who had faced similar challenges. He reminded them that every great love story has obstacles. Nailah and Kiano felt inspired by his words. They asked Omari for more advice on dealing with their families. Omari suggested they show their commitment through actions. He told Kiano to continue training and proving his worth. He advised Nailah to keep sharing her dreams with her family. They left feeling stronger, ready to face their challenges with wisdom and patience. Nailah and Kiano met by the river one last time. They made a promise to each other. No matter what happens, we will stay true to our hearts, Nailah said. Kiano nodded, holding her hand tightly. They promised to fight for their love. They knew the road ahead would be tough, but they felt ready. Their bond was strong, and their love was real. They watched the sunset, feeling hopeful. Together, they could face any challenge. Their journey was just beginning. They talked about their plans for the future, dreaming of a life together. Nailah imagined a small house by the river where they could live happily. Kiano dreamed of starting a family and teaching their children about their culture. They felt excited and hopeful. The river's gentle flow mirrored their dreams. They knew they had to be patient and wise, just like Omari had said. Their love gave them strength. As the stars appeared in the sky, they felt a sense of peace. They knew they could overcome any obstacle as long as they were together. Despite the many challenges that threatened to tear them apart, Nailah and Kiano's love endured. With the support of their friends and the wisdom of the elders, they navigated through their struggles with courage and determination. Their secret meetings by the river, the fierce contests, and the sage advice they received all strengthened their bond. Each day, they grew more resolute, believing that their love was worth fighting for. In the end, their perseverance paid off. Nailah and Kiano overcame the obstacles that had once seemed insurmountable. Their love story became a legend in the village, a testament to the power of true love and the importance of following one's heart. Their union was celebrated by their families and the entire community, marking the beginning of a new chapter filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. Nailah and Kiano's journey proved that love, when nurtured with patience and wisdom, can conquer all. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Your support means the world to us.